As of when I'm recording this, a man has probably killed himself, and there are thousands more who are dealing with suicidal thoughts and they're contemplating suicide. As of right now, there are millions of men in this world, and I mean millions of men in this world who are struggling with total loneliness, with total isolation from the world out there. People who are so misunderstood by not even their friends, by the world around them, that they will not even try to help. They will always push out this bullshit advice that, yeah, you should always seek help and you should always, you should always help everybody, but they don't even help the people around them. They just say this shit just so they can feel better about themselves, right? There's millions of men out there who have to listen to this, and they have to see other people get help and other people open up, and they're all helped out. And when they open up and when they try to talk about their issues as men dealing with this loneliness, dealing with this idea that they're just literally deprived of any social connection or intimacy, they're just seen as weird. They're seen as fucking weirdos. And so uh, they fall back to those extreme measures like social media, porn, video games, TV, drugs, alcohol, junk food. Like, they fall in this trap that modern society lays out for men like them. For men like us who have felt this loneliness and who literally just want to escape from that horrible feeling, right? Want to escape from this horrible feeling of being deprived from any social connection or intimacy. So, we escape this by falling in deep in those fucking horrible addictions that just end up numbing ourselves completely. So that we end up literally just destroying our minds, frying our brains completely. How the fuck are we supposed to live like that, man? How the fuck am I supposed to live my life knowing that there's millions of men out there who are literally hating their lives? There's millions of men out there who just want to not wake up the next day, who hate their jobs, who hate their friends, their family, who hate everything about them. They just hate everything. And they desperately need help, but nobody gives it to them because they're weirdos, because they're the ones who should help themselves. I mean, fuck them, they're men. Fuck men, right? I mean, men are all bullshit. They're all dumbasses. That's what I've heard. This is the message that I've heard being pushed so fucking much nowadays, that we are just bullshit, that we don't deserve shit. Maybe this wasn't like a direct message said up by someone, but this is the main message that you get from social media. Like, I'm gonna be fucking honest with you, bro. The majority of the time that I personally spent on social media a while back was literally just filled with this bullshit propaganda. It's only now that I'm starting to actually notice it. It's only now that I think back on those memories and I realize how much fucking bullshit was shoved down my throat. How much bullshit I was forced to hear and comply with. Just because the majority had a say and I was part of the minority. I was part of those weirdos out there, right? Who just desired a true connection with somebody else. So this is why I want to tell you that you must build your community of brothers. You must build that community for you in which you truly feel connected and in which you truly feel like you belong. Because I think that is very, very, very important for you. Living without that is like a recipe for destruction. It's literally a path, it's a clear set path towards your imminent death. Living without people in your life who truly give a fuck about you, especially masculine men who truly want to see you grow, who want to help you grow. Living your life without those people is horrible. And I mean, I have some experience with this topic because, when I started self improvement, I literally kind of went away. I really drifted away from anyone which I used to have in my life, in my social life, apart from my family. I actually got closer to my family, but instead I drifted away from those other people, from all those other fucking bullshit friends, right? So, and I just felt it. I just felt like the world was against me. I mean, although my family was there and they were quite supportive, of my actions. They didn't. I never talked to them about this issue that I felt. I never talked to them about the idea that I just felt deprived of anything. I just felt deprived of any kind of real connection, of any kind of true compassion, right? For my situation. I felt like I was fucking alone in this. And in my exact situation where I live, I might be alone in this, right? I might be alone. I might have been alone in this situation, but I got past it. So I literally, I've heard this concept that you should not be motivated by your yeah, you should not be like driven by your motivations, like all those things that you want, that you like doing. Like everybody just tells you to just yeah, they tell you to just work your job because you like it or whatever. But sometimes you don't have that motivation. Sometimes you don't have that motivation because you like it. But sometimes you have to be driven from behind. You have to be driven by the fears behind you. Not for a long time, because that can become very stressful and very, very harmful to you. But for a short amount of time, I think you being driven by your fears gives you the best amount of progress. And the same happened to me in this situation. So I wasn't, instead of like being like, yeah, I actually love this. I love being around other people. I had I had all these bad experiences with those people, right? So I didn't necessarily like it, but so I wasn't motivated to pursue a social life, to build a good social life again. I wasn't motivated by the need to do that because it felt nice, because I always liked spending time with people, because the truth is I didn't always like it. I didn't always like spending time with people, right? Sometimes I had points in my life where I literally just wanted to just tell everyone to fuck off, like full fuck off, right? But I had these fears behind me, these fears of social alienation, of becoming a social outcast, becoming that one kid in school that everybody's fucking weird about, that everybody avoids. I was scared. I'm not even kidding, bro. I was fucking terrified of becoming that person, right? So those fears, they pushed me, and they pushed me so that I could achieve a really good social life for myself, or at least be in the process of doing so. And I think this is what you should use as motivation as well, because right now you might have already had all these bad experiences in your life with your social life. Like you're in the kind of situation that I have, where you just had careless friends who didn't really give a fuck about you. Who just spent time with you because they could have a quick laugh, or they could feel some sort of quick I don't know, fucking dopamine boost from you praising them about something, right? Or some shit like that. You feeding their ego. If you don't have good people in your life who help you motivate, who help motivate you to a better social life, then you have to use the fears. You have to use the pain. You have to use the suffering you're trying to lay behind you. You have to let that push you from behind. You have to let that shove you forward, instead of letting those inexistent motivations for some people, try to pull you from the front. You have to let those fucking strong fears, which are already behind you, which are already in your past, in your brain, let those negative thoughts, for a short time, for a short while, let them shove you forward. Because I really like this analogy that Alex Hormozy made. He literally just said, yeah, I mean, negative negative feelings are the biggest motivators. I mean, because you point you point a gun at somebody's head and you have their full attention. They're scared. They will do everything that you tell them to, right? Because you're literally pointing a fucking gun at their face. I mean, pain is the biggest motivation source. because I mean, and at that point you're feeling pain because you know that you're facing your death. You're literally looking death in the fucking eye when you have somebody pointing a gun at you, a loaded weapon at you. You feel that you're staring in the eyes of death. So you are not gonna fucking fool around. You're gonna do exactly what you have to do, and you're gonna do it properly, right? So, you could use this analogy because, my gun, the gun that I was pointing at myself essentially, was this idea that I would become a social outcast, that I'd become this person who had literally, that was fully fucking deprived of any social connection or intimacy. This guy that never even felt the touch of a woman, basically. This was my biggest pain that I felt because I just felt like, no, I don't want to end up this, like, being this person who could not even, like, stare a woman in the fucking eyes or literally hold a girl's hand. Like, I was motivated by this fear that I had, so that I literally got to the point where I've built a decent social life, and I've realized a lot of things about myself. I've realized a very, very effective way that I can go about my work, in which I use part of my fears and part of those pains that I have as motivators, and they really, really help. And I think even for this YouTube channel, I'm gonna be fucking honest with you, like fully 100% no lies. You know, I'm building this, I'm trying to build this community so I can make a career out of this, so I can build something for myself, something for you, so I can build like a community for men like us here, so we can literally, we can grow together, right? So we can grow together, so maybe I could end up making a decent profit from this, which I could help my family with. That's it. That is, I think, my biggest motivator, because I you know I help this helps me, really helps me, get up and end up doing my work, when I don't feel like it. That, I just imagine my parents just slaving away 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, just working their asses off. The economy is just growing weaker and weaker and weaker, and you need more money to sustain yourself and everything, and everything is going to shit. And my parents, they're literally trading their lives away. They're trading their health, their mental well-being, their physical well-being, so that they can provide for me. And I'm just here wasting my fucking time. Like, that is my biggest fear. That I'm just here wasting my fucking life away while my parents are killing themselves out there for me. That is my biggest motivator. This fear that I have that I'll end up literally working, I'll be the reason why my parents would work themselves to death, because, my parents, they can live very happy lives with, like, not that much. Because my parents, they've gone through a lot, right? They've gone through a lot of, they're like pretty fucking experienced at life. They don't need that much to be happy after 50 years of existence. But for me, they want me to have the best conditions for my life. They want me to, like, they're very ambitious people, right? So them literally slaving away, destroying their own health, sacrificing their own health for my benefit is okay for them. They would literally do it, but I don't want that. I don't want to be the reason why my parents end up with all these fucking health issues, and why my parents end up resenting their own lives in like 20 years. Right? So this is why I'm starting this. This is why I'm starting to grow my own following, so I can build my own community. I can build my own career, so that I can help those people. I can help those people who've raised me my entire life and who I cherish, right? So, yeah, back to my main point. This was a bit of a side rant, but you have to build your community of brothers, because you alone, you will not face the world. You alone, doing whatever the fuck, you will not face the world properly. You will not be able to go against this entire societal pressure that is laid out against you. You will not be able to face all those bullshit modern standards and expectations from the world on your own. You might think that you could, and I thought to myself, yeah, I could. Well, I managed to for a while, but I just realized that it was a horrible existence to be on my own and to just try to brave through life on my own. it felt meaningless. It felt horrible, right? So this motivated me to find some people, in my life, and to try and experience with different kinds of people, and see who could really be my friend. And I found this friend for me, and I found this friend who really motivated me to start my business, to start. No, you can't really call it a business. No, that's kind of like the wrong word for it. Motivated me to just really start taking action towards my financial freedom, right? So this man, this this guy, who's my friend, and I really, really respect him. He's motivated me to start this journey towards my financial freedom. And he does the same, and in turn, I'm helping him start his journey towards financial freedom, right? And because of that, I get to be here on YouTube, and I get to just talk to all those men out there, to 150 fucking people who are subscribed to this channel as of, I think, when I'm recording this. I get to talk to you, all of you, to you in person, like literally you out there, and I get to share my experiences and share my troubles. And I know that somebody out there is listening, and somebody out there relates to this, and somebody out there finds value in this. And that literally makes me, I think this is one of the reasons why I wake up in the morning, man. To be fucking honest, thinking about it, I think this is a really good motivator for why I wake up in the morning. Knowing that this is it. This is literally it. This is how I'm building my community of brothers. This YouTube channel is how I'm building a strong community of men, of strong-minded men like me, who want to achieve the best that they possibly can in their life for their loved ones and for themselves. Right? So if you consider this place beneficial for you, if you've gained a lot of value from my videos so far, then consider joining this community. Consider joining my community. Well, it's not necessarily my community, but I call it like that because it's my YouTube channel. But this is an entire community. This is a full social circle built in this YouTube channel, and I think it's so beautiful. I think it's so fucking amazing that we get to enjoy so many things together. We get to enjoy each other's growth. We get to enjoy each other's presence and brotherly love, you could call it. I think that's amazing, man. And I wouldn't trade that for shit. Yeah, man, you need to build your community of brothers. You cannot live on your own. You cannot live like a fucking solo your entire life. Like, that is such a sad existence to have. And I know you don't want it. I know that you desperately crave some love from a girl, maybe from the other men around you. You desperately crave attention. You desperately crave it, and it's normal. You shouldn't feel pathetic for wanting to change yourself, to wanting to have better social opportunities. You shouldn't shame yourself for that. You shouldn't blame yourself for wanting that, because that is normal. We, as men, we are human. We are literally social creatures, bro. We live our lives off of this, right? There's the sun. Oh, well. But you live your life off of this, off of social connection. Without social connection, you will die. I mean, think of the people who lived in tribes 10,000 years ago. They, them, without their tribes, they would be dead. They had no fucking chance to survive against huge ass fucking bears and tigers and lions and whatever. No, they had no fucking chance, and they would have died in like 2 days. But in a tribe where people are strong together, where people build, they together, they are strong, they are unbeatable. That is where everybody was. And this is why I think that we should do the same, because we cannot live on our own, because our modern threats, they're not, bears and all these other apex predators in nature. It's the apex predators in society. It's like the fucking shit that they throw down on us. All those mental illnesses that we end up like accepting in our lives. All those fucking issues that we end up living with because of those people. They are what kills us. If we don't stand strong together, those things are what will kill us. Depression, anxiety, lack of understanding, insecurities, all those things, they will kill us. Those are the things that are literally coming from from the society's pressure and bullshit norms and standards and shit and expectations. That is what comes out of those things. Depression, anxiety, lack of understanding, ignorance, fear, insecurity, all those things. And we cannot face those things on our own. We cannot face those trials and tribulations of life, of modern life, on our own. We have to be with a strong group of men who want this best for us. Just like this YouTube channel, I want the best for you. That's why I'm recording those videos every single fucking day. Because I want the best for you. And you probably want the best for me. And you want the best for your friend. You want the best for everyone out there. Then you have to build your community of brothers so that you can truly build a life for yourself. So that you can truly feel happy. So that you can truly feel like you have something to live for. Something to wake up for. Something to wake up in the middle of the night obsessing over. I haven't gotten that yet, but I am honestly looking forward to the time when I'll wake up at like 3 a.m. in the middle of the night, sweating and shit. And I'll literally be obsessing about how I could make my YouTube channel better and how I could make this video better and how I could help this man out there achieve what he wants. So how I could help this man go through a better part of his life. I think that's beautiful, man. And fuck all those people out there. Genuinely, I say fuck all those people out there who think that's cringe and that's gay and whatever. Fuck those people, bro. They're the same people who live shit lives and who have nothing to show for themselves. We are not like them. We have ambitions, we have missions, we have drive. We are fucking men after all, so we have to start acting like men. Right? We have to stop letting those people get in our lives, and we have to stop accepting the fucking bullshit societal norms, and we have to build our community of brothers. We have to build our tribe. That is the only way that we're ever going to make it in this life. With a strong following of men just like us, who truly expect something more from themselves, who truly want to live better lives, and who want to have their families live better lives. Yeah, man. Hope you get hope you've gained some value out of this video, bro. I wish you luck, man. And again, join this community, bro. I'm here. I'm here for that shit, bro. Good luck.